What's up, tribe? How you guys doing? Here I come, here I come, here I come. All right. How's everybody doing? Happy President's Day. Or as someone said to me this morning, happy Barack Obama Day. Hold on. All right, here I come. What's up, what's up, what's up, y'all? How's everybody doing? Let me get into this. Hey, what's up, Lady V? Hey, Lady Libra. I'm so glad you love your mask, doll. Hey, Below. What's up, Miss Sharon? What pulls my teeth? Hey, Lauren Bishop. Thank you for coming back. Hey, Fruit Punch. Hello, 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 everybody. So let's see. How's everybody doing? We're gonna get into some things. Hey, Rebirth, how are you? How are you? How are you? So, y'all know we got to share it out, honey. Let's go on and share it out. Let everybody know that we are here. We're going to get into some things. I don't know if El Teddy is still live or not. I think he's done. I think he is done. All right. Hope everybody's doing today. All right, let's get into it. Let's start with the other stuff before we get into some new stuff. What's up, Ebs? Right on time. Excuse me. Hey, Dominic Wilson, how you doing? Hey, Royal King. How are you? Jarrell. Hey, y'all coming through. All right. So, did I type it? Oh. I didn't say nothing to you yesterday for having your Saturday night boo making you late, but now he has went past the weekend. Huh? I'm not late. I'm here. What you talking about? I'm here. I ain't late. And trust me, it ain't no boo. Hey, what's up, Really? What's up, Brandon? Hey, doll. There ain't no boo thing here. I wish. Do I wish, though? Do I really wish? Questions you have to ask yourself sometimes. Do I really wish that there was a boo thing? Because I don't know. All right. All right, y'all, let's get into it. So Monique Slaughter, and I already know what Abby gonna say when I would do this story. So Abby, spare me the we don't care. Okay, spare me the we don't care. But I do wish. Oh Lord. Right. Yeah, El Teddy had a whole thought fest going on over there, child. You know, he said that we would have wanted it to do it, honey. He said we would have wanted to do it. I mean, we wanted to be a part of it. Um, I was trying to get some non-work done. What's up, Xavier? Hey, doll. Oh, let me pin that. Uh-oh. So Monique Slaughter from Love and Hip Hop Hollywood. We know she's most famous for basically her and Lil Fizz going back and forth over the co-parenting situation on their job. I mean, at Love and Hip Hop. What's up, Diva One? Hey, what's up? What's up? Hey, Ellen. So she announced that she was pregnant a few months back, and honestly, I don't think we talked about it here because I don't think I care. I still don't really care a whole lot. I mean, I wish her well in all her endeavors, but her parents went down to the social media this weekend to question whether she is really pregnant or not. Now, she chooses violence and I respect it. Of course you do. What's up, C Golden? So, here's the thing. She has no relationship with her parents, right? She has them blocked on social media. They have no real relationship, right? Now, the other thing I'm going to say about this is I have a few things to say. So let me say this. First of all, we know that Monice has been very open about sharing her mental health struggles in the past. Okay, so she has had some mental health struggles, and it is what it is. Now, and what I mean by it is what it is, I don't want y'all to think that I'm being flippant about it. I just mean she's been open about it. She shared it. So I don't know. This is where maybe some of this questioning is coming from her parents because in the past she has had some mental health issues. I don't know if that's where this is coming from. Her parents stated on their live that they have reason to question her pregnancy based on information that they have received. Now, I don't know what information that they have received considering the fact that they don't have no contact with this woman and she has them blocked on social media. Now, she has posted baby bump pictures. She even posted a picture of her belly. And it don't look fake to me. It even got the little black line going down the middle. You know how with pregnant women bellies? The only problem is we don't know what year that picture was taken, okay? I mean, I'm just saying if we're going to question whether she really is pregnant or not. What will Monique gain from faking a pregnancy? No, she's bisexual. She's bisexual, Xavier. The thing is, here's the thing. Let's just walk down this road for a minute. What's up, Gina Bina? Let's just walk down this road for a minute. If it is dealing with her mental illness, she doesn't need a good reason. There doesn't have to be a motive. There doesn't have to be a reason because she's not thinking rationally, right? Faking a pregnancy brings, I mean, a lot of people fake pregnancies. Beyonce. We have, people do it for attention. People do it to hide other things. I mean, there are a lot of reasons why people do it. We've seen people do it all the time. They do it to keep a man. They do it to get a man. I mean, people, you know what I'm saying? Now that, thank you, Reed Burks. Now that, Lady Libra, honestly, is how I feel about it. I honestly don't think it's anybody's business, including her parents. She's a grown-ass woman. If she pregnant, if she want to be pregnant by whoever she chooses to get pregnant by, that is her business. Now, the only reason why I say that her parents may have an opinion is because a lot of the dysfunction that went on between her and Lil Fizz fell back on, I was waiting for Ebby to say something. A lot of that dysfunction between her and Lil Fizz, it fell back on her parents, right? So I could see them feeling some kind of way. But the flip side of it is, it still don't change nothing. You can't stop. If she's faking it, you can't stop her from faking it. I just don't know why they would go. See, Maybe I'm old fashioned about these things, but I don't understand why everything has to be down to the social media. Everything don't have to be down to the social media, and I don't understand why they have to. If your daughter ain't speaking to you and you can't get in touch with your daughter and y'all don't have no relationship, then I just feel like you don't have no public opinion. And if your daughter really is struggling with some mental health issues, then this probably isn't the best idea either. I'm just saying. You know what I mean? Like, that's probably not the best idea to put her on blast. If she already dealing with mental health issues and you think she's going through the extreme of faking a whole pregnancy, I couldn't find who she said she was pregnant by, but from what the parents are saying, it's somebody that she already got beef with. I don't know, y'all. No, they just believe she's faking a pregnancy. They don't believe that she believes she's pregnant. They believe that she lying about being pregnant. What's up, Tabitha? Hey, how are you? How are you today? So, yeah. So, I just threw that out there. Listen, that was a throwaway, okay? I happened to find that while I was looking for something else, and I said, well, I guess I'll talk about it because it won't really a whole lot to talk about. Speaking of people going down to the Instagram to say things that they didn't need to say, Tamar Braxton, she done put her husband, Vincent, on blast down to the social media because she said that she believes that he is keeping their son from answering her phone calls because she has been calling him. Now, she goes on to say she ain't got no beef with Vincent. Her and Vincent cool, even though he got her blocked. How you cool with somebody that got you blocked? Like, y'all are blocked for a reason. He has you blocked for a reason, Tamar. The fact that y'all have a whole child together and y'all are co-parents and yet he still has you blocked, that's a problem. In my opinion, that's a problem. I have a problem with that. I have a problem with parents with this shared custody and y'all don't have no way of getting in touch with each other. I understand that Logan is old enough to have a cell phone and y'all can talk to each other and call Logan directly, but I still feel like y'all should have a way of communicating. That's my opinion. That's how it is. And I understand that every situation can't be like that. I get it. But as far as Tamar and Vince, they don't have no reason not to be able to have a conversation with each other. It wasn't nothing. I mean, you know. No, Tamar has custody, but right now Logan is spending time with Vince. I don't know I don't know how they have custody set up. I don't know if it's like a week with him, a week with her. You know what I mean? I don't know if it's like that. Vince lost that weight and said, "Knew me who this." Vince better find that $4 million he owed that record company and pay them back. I know that's what he better do. Exactly. See, Golden, I don't understand that mentality. Like, you're not going, like, I don't think it's okay. I don't think that's cool. Personally, I don't think that's cool to be blocking the person when y'all have each other's child. Like, I just got a problem with that. What's up, Miss Bay Thing? Ex-husband really be, you know, Tamar would be upset for calling the Vince Herbert her current hubby. Did I say her husband or her ex-husband? Child, that's her ex-husband, child. Sorry. She's been doing really good. But here's the thing though. But now I was ready to be mad at Vince. Like, I was ready to be like, Vince, you don't do that. When this mama call, you make him take the phone call, or you make sure he call her at least once a day. Like, I feel like that should be the thing, right? But then the more Tamar talked, the more I was like, Tamar went on to say, well, maybe I do call a little too much, but I don't care if I call 1,300 times a day, 13,000 times a day, he better answer. So now I know why the boy not picking up the phone. He is probably sick of you, Tamar. He is sick of you and he is sick of you calling. And that is probably why Vince blocked your damn number, because he is sick of you calling him to talk to Logan. They are having daddy-son time. They are enjoying their time. Once or twice a day is sufficient. You can call him in the morning and say good morning. You can call him at night and say good night. Anything in the middle, he got your number. He'll call you if he want to talk. Girl. Get a hobby, find a friend. What's up, Reboo? Hey, where you been, girl? Does Tamar even trust Vince with Logan? I don't know. Clearly not if she calling that boy all day, every day. Maybe Tamar did something that the public is not aware of, and Tamar is seeking sympathy. Child, who knows? Tamar needs to call her good friends. Huh? Sounds like Tamar is. What's up, Queen Diva? Hey. Sounds like Tamar is jealous of her son and ex are bonding. Boy probably can't get his homework done. Right. I don't know if she's jealous that they're bonding. I think she's lonely. I think that she has created her whole world around Logan. And now that he's not there, because the article I read said that he's spending some time. So it sounds like he's with, his daddy longer than just a weekend. So I don't know if like he spends a week here, a week there, or they do two. Like, I don't know. But it sounds like he was spending some extended time with his dad. And I just think that she's one of those, and I have friends and family who've done this. Now that the son, that like Logan is gone, she lonely. That's like her best friend, and he ain't there. Girl, find a friend and get a hobby. Go into the studio. I don't know. Write some songs. Girl, she's doing too much. When my son is over his dad's, I rarely get an answer, and I shrug it off because I'll see him in a couple of days. Right. They said Todrick was on Big Brother talking about not paying people and saying that Tamar does too much. So I don't know about the not paying people part. I know Todrick has been accused of not paying his people on time. Now, I don't know whether he admitted to not paying his people because I don't watch the live feeds, but I do watch Big Brother. But what Todrick said about Tamar was not wrong or out of pocket, and I don't think it was a bad thing. Todrick said, Tamar Braxton is a friend of his. She's been on a couple of his albums. He said she is a great talent that gets sidetracked by her antics. And he went on to say that she is a drag queen trapped in a woman's body. I don't think anything he said is wrong, inappropriate, or out of pocket. Tamar responded and said, Todrick is her friend. She's sure he didn't mean any harm, and they will talk when he gets out of the Big Brother house because that house can make you go cuckoo. So I could appreciate that Tamar didn't take the bait because social media really tried to blow that up and turn it into something, and it really is really a non-starter. I don't think that what Todrick said was wrong or out of pocket. Where's her man? She need one. Hey, little baby. I have stories about how mom was left with somebody that I do not know. I thought she was with him, but he was out of town and I had no idea. Wait a minute, hold on. I have stories about how mine was left with somebody that I did not know. I thought she was with him, but he was out of town. Oh, you talking about when your kids were with their daddy for the weekend? Now see that kind of stuff. That's not okay. That's not okay. Not out of town for the weekend. Now, I could see for a couple of hours, but for the weekend, no ma'am. Tamar, go visit Miss Evelyn and get some wisdom from your mama and a great meal. Everybody loves Miss Evelyn. Miss Evelyn be doing the most too sometimes. Miss Evelyn be doing a lot. Yeah, out of town for the weekend, that's a whole nother situation. Yeah. Oh no, that's crazy. Yeah, Tracy, that's a whole nother. Ooh, that's a whole nother story, baby. But yeah, once I got to the end of that story, I said, okay, so Tamar, what this sound like is that you just doing too much. And Vince is probably irritated and over it. That's what it sounds like to me. Vince is irritated and over it, honey. Irritated and over it. Anyway. Oh. Okay. So that was the Tamar thing, child. So, as y'all know, I stopped reviewing the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City after the whole situation went down with Jenny. She is a gay drag queen at heart, and she's a beautiful woman, but she a little crazy. Right? Like, what's up, Star? Like, I don't even think that's offensive to her. Like, and if it offended her, then I'm sorry it offended her. But I've been told the same thing. I've been told the same thing about that. Not so much a drag queen, but Actually, no, I have been told I'm a drag queen. Not because of all the makeup or whatever. I guess my attitude. I don't know, child. I stopped watching these Salty Helpers altogether. Well, I ain't gonna sit here and lie and tell you I stopped watching it because I did stop watching it. But I did stop reviewing it because I was like, what I'm not gonna do is sit here and review this show knowing how I feel and knowing what was revealed about Miss Jenny when. I was like, it's just not gonna be a good review because all I'm gonna do, like, I was like, I don't want to give her the benefit of the doubt. I don't want to see her side and shit. I don't want to say nothing. You know what I mean? Like, I was in that space. And so I was like, rather than me do all of that, let me just not, I'm just not going to review the show. You know what I'm saying? I'm just not going to review the show. Now, I'm not going to lie and say that I stopped watching it because I didn't stop watching it. But I can't. But what was funny was last night was the season finale. What's up, Peaches? How you doing? But let me tell you, Mary Cosby was absolutely hilarious in that final episode. And Jenny Wynn showed her true colors. Let me say something. I would like to think, let me start my sentence by saying that I would like to think, because I can't say what I absolutely would have done in that position. I would like to think that this is what I would have done. I would like to think that even if that information had not come out about about Jenny Wynn, that in this final episode, I would have seen it. Because it was so obvious in this final episode, her venom towards Mary Cosby and her how dare you attitude toward Mary Cosby. So let me just give y'all, let me just give y'all the lay of the land a little bit. What's up, Keep It Cute? Let me give y'all the lay of the land a little bit. So in the final episode, you know, y'all know how we always have this final little, we always had this final little event. So the final event was Lisa Barlow's, she was having a Vita tequila, vodka, whatever the hell it is she sells event, right? And it had like an 80s theme. She didn't want people to dress up like the 80s. She just wanted their fashion to be inspired by the 80s, whatever. Mary comes through in whatever the hell it is that Mary has on. Okay. And what's her name? Whitney walked over to Mary to try to talk to her. Mary didn't really want to talk to Whitney because the minute Whitney came over there and she smelled Whitney's breath, she was like, girl, but you've been drinking it. Because Mary's thing is, I don't have no problem having a conversation with you, but I'm not going to have a conversation with you drunk. Because that was the problem the last time. You were drunk and you was going left, and I'm not going to do it. I'm not here for it. So she said, Mary, please come and talk to me. Please come and talk to me, right? So Mary and Whitney are talking. Mary really ain't paying Whitney a whole lot of attention because Whitney is trying to defend. Like, here's the thing about an apology. Don't apologize to me and then try to justify your actions that you're apologizing for. So she apologized to Mary for calling her church a cult, and then is going to say, but I would have never done that had you not been mean to me. Don't justify your bad behavior if you're apologizing. Just apologize. And if you don't want to apologize, then don't freaking apologize. But don't apologize for saying something to me that you shouldn't have said and then justify, well, I only said it to you because you said this to me. Girl, no. And that's what Mary was telling her. Mary was like, girl, don't be justifying your bad behavior. Like, if you're going to apologize, just apologize. Okay? And so Mary was like, what was Mary saying to Whitney? Mary was saying to Whitney, damn, what was she saying? She was saying something along the lines of, I'm not mean to people who don't do it, who aren't mean to me, and I don't do things to people that don't do things to me. Like, basically, she was letting Whitney know that if I was mean to you, it's because you did something. Like, something you did made me react that way. Now, I'm not saying I agree or disagree with that, but that's what she was saying. So Jenny comes over there and sits down next to them while they're talking. And when she hears Mary say that, now all of a sudden she's in the conversation. And Whitney was trying to tell Jenny to shut up. Whitney was like, because Whitney is actually making some progress with Mary. Like they're actually starting to work their issues out. And so she's trying to tell Jenny basically, chill out, let me talk to Mary. And Jenny was like, no, you're going to tell me. You're going to tell me what exactly did I do to you, Mary? What did I do to you? You're going to tell me what I did to you. And y'all know Mary was like, so then she stands up. Right, you call yourself a Christian. So then she stands up over Mary and she starts hitting her with the, because you gonna da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. And Mary said, there go that ghetto talk again. And what I knew what Mary was saying. Mary was basically saying that there you go mimicking that old ghetto accent, that hood accent again, right? That's what she was saying. Mary talking about some, what do you mean? What do you mean, ghetto? You're not from the ghetto. You're not from the hood. Because Mary did grow up affluent. We know Mary grew up with money. And Jenny was an immigrant. And she did grow up poor, right? But that's not what Mary was saying. Mary wasn't saying, I'm rich, like I'm hood and you're not. Mary wasn't saying that. Mary was saying that you go mimicking that sister girl accent. That's what she was saying. So Mary stands up and Mary was like, yeah, I'm not doing this. Like, I'm not getting sitting here and had this. I'm not arguing. I'm not doing this. So Mary gets up and Mary starts walking off. And they try, of course, they all tried to stop Mary. But Mary was like, yeah, I'm not. She was like, I ain't had no, and I think her thing was, I ain't had no problem talking to Whitney, but I'm not doing this with Jenny. Like, all this yelling and you demanding that I talk. She was like, I'm not doing that with her. Like, I'm not. And you can see her talking to the cameras and like, I'm not doing it. And so Jenny, she is so upset that either A, she's not going to get this moment that she thought she was going to get, this big scene that I think she thought she was going to get, or B, how dare she walk away from me, right? How dare you walk away from me? And she, in her ranting, she started talking about you're not educated. You're not better than me. And I was like, oh my. Baby, as Mary is walking off, she got so frustrated and so angry. Baby, she threw her glass down on the ground at Mary's feet. Now, we've seen that clip. I mean, if you watch Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, y'all have seen that clip all season. But when I saw what came before, Jenny was basically throwing a tantrum because Mary Cosby had the nerve to walk away from her. I said, now let's be clear. These last 3 or 4 weeks that I haven't been reviewing the show, I honestly haven't missed reviewing the show, right? But baby, I wanted to do a review so bad last night so I could cuss and talk about how Mary got them together last night, baby. Well, Jen, it's funny, little baby, because Jen said in her confessional, she said, Jenny, that has already been done. And might I add, it was done better. Sorry, girl. I said, that's right, Jen. You better get them together in your confessional, too. Get them together in your confessional, too, girl. I was cracking up because Jen Shaw did say that. She said, oh, I already been there and done that, boo. We already been there with the glass throwing, okay? But in Jen's defense, she did not throw the glass at somebody. Like, you literally threw that glass at that woman's feet. That glass, those shards of glass could have cut her. Like, I mean, I'm not even being melodramatic. It really, hey, Yana, what's up, Virgin Love? Hey, dolls. You really could have hurt somebody. Like, you could have cut somebody with that glass. Like, she literally, at least in Jen's case, she threw it away from everybody, and she threw it like, nobody was over there when she threw the glass. I mean, it was still real extra last season. But the side-eye Heather, because she sent Jenny back over to Mary. I knew Jenny was a shit when she stole her entire storyline from Bling Empire. You keep saying she stole her info from Bling. I heard they're doing a season 2 of Bling Empire. I can't wait. Yeah. And y'all, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Heather was actually my favorite for a long time. But I'm gonna be honest, I'm not really feeling how Heather's moving this season. I'm not, because last night they did a memorial for her dad. And I just felt like that whole scene was very self-serving. Like, I respect Heather's journey and her sharing her journey of leaving the Mormon church. Like, I respect that. That's like Leah Remini. I love watching her show about leaving Scientology. She got a podcast now. I just started listening to the podcast. Like, I'm here for it. Like, I'm definitely here for that. But that memorial, that scene last night that she did for her dad, that was so self-serving. Because, and this is how you know when something is self-serving. She stood up to speak. First of all, most of her family didn't show up because they mad at her because she'd been talking shit about the Mormon church. And her dad was a devout Mormon until the day he died. So the fact that you're the one throwing the memorial for your father, and like your mama and your other sister and your other brother didn't show up, even the sister that left the Mormon church that you tried to rebuild a relationship with, she didn't show up, right? Hardly anybody showed up. Now, her mother did come during the ceremony, but she didn't speak to Heather. She spoke to Heather's brother. So the fact that you threw a memorial for your dad that nobody wanted to come to already tells me that it was about you and not about him. I mean, then you stood up to speak. And let me explain. If anybody ever been to a funeral and the person gets up doing the eulogy and everything out their mouth is I, me, then it's about them. It's not about that person. You don't eulogize somebody by talking about you. She talked about, I don't think my father really ever understood who I truly was. And even in my journey this year with my faith, I knew that I always loved my father. Like, that is exactly, like, that's almost a quote, y'all. That is almost a quote from the first couple of sentences. Little baby, you said you stopped watching them heifers, but you know everything that happened. I ain't fooling with you, little baby. But that's what, you know what, little baby, Heather said that. Heather said, my family has probably had their own memorial that I wasn't invited to. She said that. She said that in their confessional, that my father, that they probably had, sorry, y'all, I lost my slipper. Hold on. That they probably had a whole memorial that I wasn't invited to. Right, because it's not about you. It's about him. And let's be clear. She said her father died suddenly. He was a devout Mormon. You have been dogging Mormonism for the last 1.5 years, 2 years, publicly. Who knows what you've been doing privately? The reality is, what was your relationship with your dad when he died? Again, sometimes we have to step out of ourselves in death, and we really have to think about that person and what that person would want. And we all, and I say all, I'm not saying every single person in this room. Shout out to the 93 people in the room. I'm not saying everybody in the room has gone through this, but I'm saying we've all had to struggle in grief. We've all had to struggle in our grief, right? And it is very easy to get caught up in our grief and not deal with what's in the best interest of what this person would have wanted. I have a friend that's actually dealing with that right now, where dealing with what the person would have wanted versus what the family wants. And ultimately the family has the final decision, but it's that struggle. So if your family had a memorial that you weren't invited to, or you were invited to, but you still chose to have your own memorial. Because I'm not going to say that. The only way that I would say that I think Heather wasn't invited to the memorial is if the memorial was at the temple. Because she's not welcome in the temple. Based on the Mormon religion, whether you like it or not, whether you agree with it or not, based on the Mormon religion, she can't go in the temple. So if her father's memorial was at the temple, which it probably was, considering her lineage in the Mormon church and the fact that her father was devout until the day he died, she probably couldn't come to his memorial. You see what I'm saying? Heather demonstrated that she had no tact or class. Right. Everything was I and me. Like, again, if y'all go back and listen, she didn't talk about her father until after she got through that whole diatribe. It wasn't at the temple, it was at a mortuary per the news article. Okay, but here's the thing, because it's Utah, it probably was still a Mormon mortuary. It probably was still very much about the Mormon faith and the fact that she left the faith. That's just my opinion. Now, I could be wrong, but I feel like that's it. Heather is the black sheep, wear with proud like you do the black. Y'all be making me read these things, knowing I'm going to get in the middle of it and have to stop. Tracy! I'm going to just put it up on the screen, though. I'm going to put that up on the screen. But that's what I'm saying. It's like, here's the thing. You don't have to like it. Let's start from the beginning and work our way back. You don't have to like the rules. I tell this to my students all the time. You don't have to like the rules, right? But rules are rules. In your family is Mormon. Your family isn't just, halfway in, halfway out Mormons. They not, okay, we only going to show up on the special holidays Mormons. They're not, well, we just going to check that box on our application Mormons. They are devout Mormons. You made a conscious decision to not only leave the Mormon temple, but you have used your platform of this show to badmouth the Mormon religion. You didn't just say, hey, I'm no longer really a practicing Mormon. It is what it is. You have made that your storyline. Lisa ain't all that up in the Mormon church like she try to act like she is. Not with that whole, every time she got a chance, she got that tequila in somebody, or vodka in somebody's face. No, ma'am. You know what I'm saying? Who's the other one? Well, we know Whitney and her husband got kicked out, child. We know they got kicked out, child. But it's okay. But when you made it your storyline, what's up, O Street? Well, when you made it your storyline, you had to know there were going to be repercussions. So the repercussion is that your family has pretty much disowned you. And based on everything you've told us about the Mormon church, you know that your family basically has no choice. It's very similar to what I've learned about Scientology, allegedly, that when somebody in your family, if y'all are all in Scientology, if somebody from the family leaves, they're not allowed to talk to you. They're not allowed to socialize with you. And you know that. So, Heather, what you don't get to do, you don't get to badmouth everything that they believe in and then play victim when they respond. That's just my opinion. She left her magic underwear at the temple door and left. Right. They're not even supposed to drink coffee. So the Vita tequila, right. She's bipolar. It causes severe postpartum if she is pregnant. It could cause. Oh, you're talking about Monice? Yeah. I'm trying to figure out Lisa's tequila. I need someone to point me in the right direction. I don't know, but Mary Cosby said it tastes like water and she ain't like it. Little Baby, they only sell it in Western America and New England area, from what I understand. I think Florida may have a store that carries it. Okay. Child. I know I've seen that logo before, but I don't know where I've seen it. I don't know if I've seen it when I was out traveling in another state. I don't know. I know I have seen the logo before, though. I have seen it. One other YouTuber finally got a bottle from their subscribers, and then I guess somebody DM'd Lisa, and she ended up popping up on him, one of their live streams. I know she sent some to Up and Adam. Is that who you're talking about, Up and Adam? Because I know she sent some to Up and Adam. Y'all, I always forget to do this. Damn it. All right. Okay. But yeah, I ain't lying. Last night was the first time that I really, since I decided I wasn't going to review the show, last night was the first time I really did want to review that last night, only so I could just cuss Jenny out because she showed her true colors. Again, if these things hadn't come out about her, eh, baby, when y'all should have seen how mad she got that Mary had the audacity to walk away from her and refuse to talk to her. Because Mary was like, I'm not. Like, Mary would not even acknowledge her, because at one point they showed where Mary was ignoring her. And she was mad about that, talking about something. Didn't your mother teach you manners? When you walk into a room, you speak to people. You acknowledge people. How dare you ignore me? I was like, listen, y'all know that Mary Cosby get on my nerves a lot of the time, but baby, I was so happy. Oh, it was actually Jason? Okay. You saw it in Vegas, but I don't drink tequila either. But if we go to Vegas, when we go to Vegas, Abby, we'll take a shot of the Vita tequila. We'll buy some. We'll post a picture for y'all. Mary said on Watch What Happens Live that day was running around asking who did it better, asking who did it better, Jenny or Jen. Child. Yeah, I probably saw it when because I know when even last season when she first said Vita, I remember going Vita. Okay, I knew the name. Like I said, I've never had it because I'm not a big tequila person, but I've definitely seen the logo. I've seen that. I've seen it. Now, where I saw it clearly must have been somebody on the West Coast, somewhere on the West Coast where I was at one point in time. Pour it up. That's how we fall out. Jenny was so nasty. I mean, it was a mess, y'all. It was, Jason has his own show too. Yeah, it was a mess. It was a whole mess. But I ain't lying. That was the only time that I really wanted to come on here. But I'm probably not gonna review the reunion either. If something important happens, then I'll speak on it. But other than that, child, I ain't gonna review the reunion, child. I ain't gonna review it. Tamara treats her son like her best friend and is codependent. So she must be behind. Cali girl must be behind us. Yeah, she does. She does. And the crazy part is Jenny was looking for praise and applause after she did that. Yeah, she was. Oh yeah, you definitely thought that you could definitely tell that she thought that was going to get her something. But Mary pulled a me. Mary pulled a me because Mary looked and went, oh my goodness, and kept walking. Like, I think she thought that was going to make Mary turn around and engage because she wanted that argument. She wanted that engagement, right? She just knew that was going to make Mary turn around. And Mary looked down at her feet and went, oh my, and kept walking and left the building. I said, that's right, Mary. Don't give them what they want. Do not give them the satisfaction. Girl, when I don't F with someone, they are dead to me. I really don't see you. Right. And I'm the same way. Like, I feel like in that situation, if me and Abby, let's say me and Abby was at that situation, I probably would have had to pull Abby up off of Jenny. Because if Jenny threw that glass at Abby's feet, Abby would have chose violence. That's just how I feel. I feel like Abby would have chose violence. I, on the other hand, would have done exactly what Mary did. I would have been like, girl, please. And I would have walked my happy ass right on out that door. But Abby would have chose violence, I believe. What's up, y'all? Waking up in the morning thinking about so many things. I hate you. Waking up in the morning thinking about so many things. Yeah, Abby would absolutely have mopped the floor with her. She would have. Absolutely, she would have. She would have. Yeah, Abby said you would be right. Exactly. Oh, I ain't being no referee, no ma'am. You think I'm getting in between Abby when she mad? No, ma'am. Nope. That's never gonna happen. Nope. Because I feel like Abby one of them people that black out, and she won't know me from the person she trying to get to. I'd be on the ground with them. Nope. I'm gonna just be in the corner on the phone, checking my balance, making sure I got bail money. That's it. Wait until she done. That's how I would have kept it. I'm just saying. Mary absolutely was being classy. Because that thing was funny. When Mary looked down at that glass on the ground and went, oh my, and turned around and kept walking. Jenny did not know what to do with herself because she just knew. It was hurting her so bad that Mary would not engage her. It bothered her. And then Jen got mad when Meredith wouldn't engage her. I said, you can't listen. You cannot make somebody be your friend. So Jenny was asking Meredith, Jen Shaw was asking Meredith, well, do you consider me a friend? I mean, I've apologized and I've done this and I've done that. And Meredith was like, listen, I'm not in a space right now where I could be your friend. How about that should have been the end of that? How y'all gonna sit there and make that woman explain why she don't want to be Jen's friend? And even Heather was like, well, Jen, I mean, you did, actually you did do worse than the rest of us did. Like you was coming after her and her son on social media. You tried to out her son. You called her son a derogatory name. Like, you did a lot, Jen. And for them to sit there and try to push that woman back against the wall and try to make her you can't make somebody, listen, I don't need no good reason not to be your friend other than I don't want to be your friend. You cannot make me or bully me, and you certainly can't make me explain to you why I won't be your friend. I'm not going to be your friend because I'm not. What's up, Blue Cartier? Where you been, girl? Listen, officer, I was provoked. She called me the N-word and threw a glass at me, and I blacked out. Okay, so you just going to add a little sugar to it. I ain't mad at you. I mean, she didn't call her the N-word, but I ain't mad at you for adding a little sugar. And Mary said after that, Seth was the only one to come after her. Everyone else sat there laughing. So I understand her not wanting no parts of the show. Yeah, she said nobody came after her. Yep. Child. I'm with Abby. Run up and get done up. Yeah, I mean, listen, let's be clear. I wouldn't be mad at Abby's response. I'm just saying I know that would be the response. And I'm not stopping shit. I'm sitting in the corner checking my balance to make sure I have the bail money. That's it. And if I don't think I got enough in my account, I'll be on the phone calling some people. Listen, cash app me, please. I got to get Abby out of jail. She's about to get arrested. She over there kicking this girl ass. Did the police get there yet? No, the police did not get there yet. But if I can't get her out of here fast enough, when they get here, they're going to arrest her. Because she is whooping that girl ass. You know they don't ask no questions. They just take the person away that they think got that won the fight. They ask questions after they got somebody in handcuffs. So can you just send me some money, please, so I can get her out of jail? That's what I would be doing. I need you to record the thing. Okay, my bad. I will be recording while I'm checking my balance. My bad. She right. I need to record it. You right. I need to record it. You right. I will record it while I'm checking my balance. Child. No, we about to do that right now. Arrest first, questions. Right. They're going to arrest the person that they think is winning the fight or that won the fight. And it is going to clearly be Abby. And y'all know Jen is going to be in the corner crying her white woman tears. Asian white woman tears. She's going to be in the corner. So y'all know what's going to happen. Y'all know exactly what's going to happen. You know you're a UN diplomat. You're supposed to make sure cooler heads prevail. Child. Listen. Let me tell you something. As a teacher, I learned a long time ago about getting in the middle of people fighting. You got to pick them battles very carefully. On the other hand, since Jenny wants to be opaque and the glass connected, I'ma just sue you, your husband practice, and show you how it's really done. Let me tell you something. That's what we should have done. Like, if I could actually stop Abby. So, okay. I'm going to give y'all the scenario, and then we're going to talk about Wendy. The way it should be played is let the girl throw the glass at Abby's feet or my feet, whoever feet. I would bend down, pick up one of those glass pieces of shards of glass and cut myself without anybody seeing. And then I'm calling holy hell. We calling the police, the ambulance. I'm going to limp my ass out of there. I'm going to pretend like, oh my gosh, I think you hit an artery. We're going to go to the hospital. I'm going to get stitches. I'm going to insist that I get stitches. I'm going to insist. You hear what I said? Insist. I'm going to insist that they put stitches in my leg, and I'm suing the fuck out of her. That's how I'm handling it. That's how I'm handling it. A piece of glass cut me. Now that's how I'm carrying it. I'm just saying. That's how I'm going to carry it. Yeah, we're not going to really hit the artery. We're just going to pretend like it hit the artery. It ain't going to really be the artery, though. We're just going to pretend like it hit the artery. The pettiness of willing to bleed out to win. Listen, I will lay my fat ass on that ground till the ambulance get there. I'm losing consciousness. I sure would. And when people fighting, you pull them from the back, not jump in the middle. I'm not jumping in nothing. I ain't jumping in nothing. Listen, I learned my lesson a long time ago about trying to break up a fight. No, ma'am. Y'all gonna fight till y'all get tired. Like I tell my students at the beginning of the school year, I told them every year, I said, listen, let me tell y'all something. If you start a fight in here, you better mean it. Because I don't break up no fights. The fight is not going to end until either A, y'all get tired or security get here, whichever happened first. Because I don't break up no fights. So if you start a fight in here, you get to cussing somebody out, you get to talking shit, you just better mean it. That's it. That's all. You better mean it. Because if a fight starting here, it's going to happen. Sometimes you got to lose the win. You better say it again for the people in the back. Lank Park said it best. I bleed out, digging deeper just to throw it away. Okay, Linkin Park. With the Linkin Park lyrics. Okay. All right, y'all. Let's talk about Wendy. Okay, so it is being reported all over the world and all over the places and spaces that Wendy Williams' show has been canceled and she will not be returning. And in return, Sherri Shepherd is getting her own show, which will be starting in the fall. So let's start at the beginning and work our way back. First of all, Wendy's show didn't get canceled. They just didn't renew it. She only had 1 year left on her contract. Last year when she first got sick, she only had 1 year left. The season ends in June. So for them to say they're canceling the show in June, they're not canceling the show. They're just not renewing the show. And let's be clear, I don't think they was going to renew the show anyway. I think if Wendy had worked out these last 6 months, I don't know if they were going to renew the show because of all of the things that have happened prior to this with, when she got sick last year, her alleged relapse and things of that nature. So the reality of the situation is I don't think that Wendy Williams was coming back anyway. Sherri Shepherd getting her own show. Well, didn't we see that setup? Y'all didn't see the setup 2 weeks ago or a week ago when they named Sherri Shepherd as the permanent guest host for the remainder of the contract. No more revolving doors. Listen, this whole guest host situation was them auditioning people to be the permanent. That was the audition. It's the same thing they're doing on The View right now by bringing in all these conservatives to be guest hosts. They're auditioning to see who works and who is going to take Meghan McCain's place. They just ain't found nobody they like yet. But that is what that is about. They have been auditioning. And from the beginning, hey, Amir, where you been, girl? And from the beginning, Sherri Shepherd has actually been one of the fan favorites. She's actually been one of the fan favorites. So she knows daytime TV. She knows how to, do all the things that you have to do for daytime TV. She's used to doing it with an ensemble, but she has proven that she can carry a show. Now, I don't watch it and I haven't been watching it. Y'all know I don't watch it. So, but I've heard good things. I haven't heard anything bad about what she's done. You know what I'm saying? I saw the setup when they kept gushing over Sherri's ratings. Exactly. I can see you in the corner playing on your phone while the kids fight. I be calling security. But now how fast security get here, that's on you. Hey, Willie Brown, thank you, dog. The View needs to give it to Tara Sotomayor, the Black Republican. I so I like her. Again, don't always agree with what she has to say for obvious reasons, but I like her. She can hold her own. I like her. I do like her. And they've never had a black conservative before. I think that would be, because I think contrary to popular belief, people think that people act like black Republicans. Oh, a black Republican, but they exist. They exist. So, but yes, is it me or does the color keep changing on the screen? Is it me? Right there, like doesn't the color look different? Wonder what's going on with that. I hope that color ain't going to go out on my computer or nothing. An empire has fallen. A queen of pop culture has been overthrown. She built this shit brick by brick. Let us join hands in honor of one of the best to ever do it. She did. She definitely created this lane. She definitely created this lane. Is it true that Sherry doesn't do celebrity gossip? I don't watch it, so I don't know. She used to. It is. Okay, it's not me. All right. I'm sure. Because I was like, why does the light keep changing? I remember when Tara and Megan got into it. Yeah, they sure did. Okay, the color issue. I don't know why it's doing that. I wonder why it's doing that. That's making me nervous because it's making me think something about there's a light going out or something. They were testing her ratings, but right, because the reality is, especially if they give her the same time slot, most of Wendy's audience is going to come over. Like, people are creatures of habit. If you could turn on the TV at the same time and the same day and get the same information, I mean, it's not Wendy Williams, obviously, but you basically are getting the same thing. You're getting celebrity news and pop culture, and you're getting that whole talk show thing. People are a creature of habit. A lot of her people are going to just flip over there. I want her to, like I said that before, that I really wanted her to be able to get her flowers. Like, I'm not, y'all know I'm not a Wendy Williams fan. I don't hate her, but I'm not a fan. I don't watch the show. But she absolutely deserves her flowers. She deserves, and I remember I said that before, like, even if she could just do a month, like, she could just do a month where she could come back and people could come back and love on her. That would be 4 weeks of, people popping up, people giving her their final, goodbyes, whatever gifts, whatever love. Like, I do think she deserves that. Now, if she can't do it physically and mentally, she's not in a place to do it. That's one thing. But I would love for that to happen. I mean, you see what Ellen is doing. Ellen is giving you a final season so she can, that everybody can come in and give the love and all that good stuff. If Sherry can start pulling in big name celebrities to come on, that's a win also. Sherry has backing from her time at ABC. Right. And remember, and I don't watch Wendy Williams. So I know that over time, Wendy was able to get big celebrities on her show. But remember, there are a lot of people that would not go on Wendy Williams' show because they did not fuck with Wendy Williams. So that opens up another avenue that Sherry is able to bring in different celebrities that would not mess with Wendy. You know what I'm saying? For Wendy to truly get her flowers, it would have to be something done by Black media that truly celebrates her entire legacy, not just the show. Tara's biracial and only identifies on her white side. That's why I think you mean to say like her, but she is smart. She does not then call her Black only mixed race. Huh? She does not then call her Black only mixed race. Okay. I'm about to say, I'm pretty certain Sherry does gossip because Sherry was one of the people on The View that loved talking about all of that stuff. And Whoopi used to be like, but Sherry always knew what was going on. Who was married, who was divorced, who was cheating, who was dating. Sherry loves celebrity. I would have been shocked. I would have been shocked if that were the case because she loves celebrity news. Love it. They gave Wendy the opportunity to make a statement. Even in Love and Scott, he said they had been begging her to make a statement about her break. She deserves her flowers, but we know she isn't coherent enough to finish out. Well, we don't know that. The alleged dementia has set in. Well, that's what we heard. That was rearing its ugly head when she was getting her stories mixed up. That's why the producers were pissed off that she got on IG talking about she goes to the gym twice a day. You can go to the gym twice a day, but you can't get your ass in this purple chair. But again, was that a updated video? Or was that an old recycled video? I think that was a publicity stunt for the purposes of the Wells Fargo situation that backfired. Because you're right, you haven't shown up to work for 6 months, and now you going on, Instagram talking about how well you're doing and how great life is, and your employer is like, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, Wendy will be okay. Don't cry for her, child. I told y'all this was before I heard the rumors about the dementia, but I told y'all a long time ago what Wendy need to do. Wendy need to do a podcast from her living room. She can do a podcast from her living room. She can get on there once a day for an hour, get somebody to edit it and upload it, and never have to leave her house. Even bringing in, now, we got StreamYard, we got Zoom, we have all these other different ways that you can do interviews and you can talk to people and never ever have to be around nobody else. When she's not feeling good, she don't have to do the show. She could do, she could record 2 shows a day, so she always has something in the backup in case she got a bad day or she got a flare up. But again, that was before we heard the rumors about, the other stuff. What's up, teacher? I caught another live, got my journal. I'm embarrassed to say which side. No, you don't have to be embarrassed. First of all, thank you for your support. And that's actually a good segue because we get ready to talk about them journals now. But thank you so much for buying one. And you ain't got to be embarrassed, girl. I'm a proud Cancer doll. Sorry, I was trying to say when I think Sunny called her Black Republican, she corrected her and said she's mixed race. But listen, y'all. Now, I don't have time to have this whole conversation. But she is mixed. I'm not going to be mad at somebody who's mixed race and they want to be mixed race because they are mixed race, right? If your mother is white and your father is black, or your mother is Asian and your father is Latino, or whatever the situation is, I'm never going to be angry with somebody who says, listen, I am mixed. I'm not choosing. I don't know why my color is doing that, y'all. Because the reality is, for them to choose one, you're asking them to deny the other. And I understand the society that we live in and the racial society. I get all of that. But at the end of the day, I'm sorry, Lamar. I'm so smart. I'm sorry, Lamar. As soon as it came out, I was like, oh my gosh, I think Lamar's a dude. But I apologize. No disrespect. But I've never been that person. Now, if a person wants to call themselves black and they're mixed, cool. But if a person chooses to say I am mixed, I don't think we should have a problem with that. Because they are. And they grew up in both cultures. And you're forcing them to make a decision about which culture means more to them based on what you say and what your values are. You know what I'm saying? Thank you. Let them be what they want. Leaving last week, she said something to the effect of, oh, it's the Italian and Irish and me. I'm like, damn, you don't give your daddy side any credit. But she is giving them credit by saying she's mixed. She ain't saying she white. She's saying she's mixed. Exactly, Ebby. This one drop stuff has got to go. Dandy Newton was just out here crying and confused. But there's a certain type of mixed people that seems to cling to their whiteness. Well, I'm always of the thought to let biracial people choose how they want to identify, because black folks seem to not be able to get on one page. Right, that's the other thing. Y'all keep changing the rules. Hell, if I was mixed, I would say, because y'all keep changing the damn rules. Right, Willie Bean, remember that last year she took another 6-month break, so they really did give her time to go to rehab or whatever to recover. Right, like Tiger Woods. Tiger Woods tried to tell y'all that he was blazing, and y'all got mad at that man. And that man grew up with his Asian-ass mama and his black-ass daddy. It ain't like he didn't know. It's not like he didn't know the culture and he wasn't introduced to the culture and he wasn't immersed in the culture. He was all of the above. Why is this light acting like this, y'all? That's really bothering me. Wendy had a lot of pride. Even me visiting the Love Show, she changed. She didn't even come out and socialize with the audience or engage. Black people need to get right. I mean, I legit was like, what I say? You stupid. Yeah, I mean, and again, that's all I'm saying. Like, I just feel like and I say we, I'm not talking about the people in this room. I mean, we as Black people, and let me be honest. I used to be that person. So let me be honest with you guys. I used to be that person that was like, you Black. I used to be that person. But you know, when you get older, you evolve and you see things differently. It is what it is. Now, if she were saying, hey, I'm white, what would we say? If she got on TV every day and she said, I'm white, what do you mean? I'm white. Oh my gosh, we will be dragging her up and down the streets. But y'all want her to do that exact same thing, just in the opposite direction. Y'all want her to say she Black and not acknowledge the whole other half of her. Now, I could see if it was her great-great-grandmama that was white, then I'd be like, but the person that raised her, man. One minute we're upset they don't identify with Black. The next minute when they do, we say, go away. You're trying to erase us. I'm over it. Let them be who they want. Tiger was a bit different. That's why Oprah had to get. Why was Tiger different? Tell me why Tiger was different, KFS. Really be, I get it. I'm mixed. Not with white, but I get claim both sides. But Sonny was pointing out the dynamic of being a Black conservative, and she got offended, in my opinion. Well, I didn't see the clip, so I can't speak to that. You know what I mean? I agree, but it was that she got offended. Okay. I would have to see it. They did it to Raven. They did what to Raven? What they do to Raven? What was different, KFS? Why is this thing acting like this? Hold on, let me. What's going on with this thing? I don't know if the cord is loose or something. Mm-hmm. I don't know what's going on with that. Anyway. Wendy is different, so let her live. Wish her the best. She don't like people, Lord. Well, Raven, listen, I don't mean no harm, but Raven was always saying dumb stuff when she was on The View. I'm sorry. I hate to be the one to say it, but she was always saying dumb stuff when she was on The View. She's mixed. She loves her parents. I'm waiting for I want to hear what KFS had to say, but while I'm waiting for that, let me share my screen and show you guys ooh, look at this. What's this? Ooh, that's new. Okay. Sorry, y'all. What in the world? What in the world? Y'all, they done updated stuff and there's some new things on here. Tiger was different. Did you see the Tiger documentary? No, I didn't see the Tiger documentary, but why was he different? I mean, tell me what you mean by he was different. I just want to, I'm not arguing with y'all. I just want to know what y'all mean by he was different. I just don't know why he was different. My kids are half Mexican and say they're mixed. Tiger implied that he saw himself as other, and Oprah's point was that's fine, but she hoped he knew he looked Black, so his experience is not other but Black. Okay. So this is my journal. I have all of the zodiac signs. I think it's a few more that I need to add here, but all of the zodiac signs are available. And then I also have a book club journal here, stepping into my season, and then my travel journal. Thank you for those of you who've already purchased. There's more to come. I just did some this weekend, so those should be up on the website later on this week. I have a few more that I'm going to be doing this week. This is my Amazon storefront, and if you go to the storefront, it'll take you to the journal collection. And here are where all of the journals. They're all $7, so they're not really expensive, and they come really quickly. I've ordered a few for myself, and they come really, really, really fast. So that is the link if you guys want to share. Basically, Tiger grew up as a white man. Okay. Hold on, let me see what Xavier said. Exactly. She was offended by even the implication that she was black. I have to see the clip. I mean, I believe y'all, but I got to see the clip. If you identify as biracial, fine. But those who identify as biracial as a way to negate being part black, that I'm with you on Auntie Didi. I'm that, and if that's what y'all are saying, O Street and everybody is talking about white Tiger and stuff. If that's what y'all are saying, I'm with y'all 100%. Now that I am with you 100%, 100%. If that's what y'all are saying, that y'all feel like Tiger and Tamara or Tara, whatever the girl's name is, Sotomayor, that she's using that as a way to navigate around being being black. I'm with you 100%. That I'm with you 100%. The world will always remind her she is black. Absolutely. Tiger eventually got Oprah's point with the scandal with his wife. Oh yeah, he found out what he was that night, didn't he? Now that he did. But yeah, now that I agree with you guys on. I agree with that 100%. Now, if people are using it as a way to distance themselves from being black, that's another conversation. All right, y'all, let me get off of here. I'm going to be on Cups of Conversation later on tonight, YouTube channel. We will be discussing this Tommy Sotomayor situation. I ain't brought it over here, child. But Tommy Sotomayor and what happened with him went, down to the Fresh and Fit podcast. And then Tasha K did an interview with the female. So we're going to be talking about that over on Cups of Conversations channel, I believe at 9:30. The live is supposed to start. at 9:30. So we'll be over there, y'all. So y'all can meet me over there. If not, I will see y'all tomorrow. Peace.